Section of lawmakers and the dockworkers union want President Uhuru Kenyatta to postpone the groundbreaking ceremony for the construction of the standard gauge railway from Mombasa to Malaba. They allege that the project mirrors the anglo leasing scandal. The legislators and the dockworkers union claim that China Bridge and Road Construction Company overquoted the contract, billing Kenya up to 3 times the internationally accepted rates. KTN's Patrick Amimo with the details.
The government, through the Kenya Railways Corporation, plans to overhaul the current railway system and construct a modern standard gauge rail from Mombasa to Malaba. The rail will be designed for future electrification and would allow trains to move at speeds of 120 kilometers per hour. China Bridge and Road Construction, that carried out a feasibility study on the rail, was finally awarded construction rights through single sources of the government-to-government tender. The government is currently discussing with Exim Bank of China for a concessional and commercial loan of 1.2 trillion shillings to support the project. But lawmakers now claim the cost of construction has been inflated by more than 200%. They say they have learned that the contractor is quoting $6 million per kilometer as opposed to the international standard of $2 million.
We are not opposed to a railway line, but we are warning Kenyans. People hide under good things to do bad things. And you're talking of 1.2 trillion. You're talking of the budget, both in terms of recurrent expenditure, administrative cost, development costings for a country. You want to tell, well-meaning and sane Kenyans that you want to use that amount of money to do a railway line from Mombasa to Malaba. You sniff and you smell corruption.
This has now been quoted as $6 million. At $4 million a kilometer, and you take a distance of 1,200 kilometers, we're looking at $4.8 billion that is going to be spent over and above what should be the right figure to be spent.
The lawmakers and the dockworkers union want the construction of the railway to be subjected to competitive bidding as provided for under the Public Procurement and Disposal Act of 2005 to allow local and other investors a chance to participate in the noble project. Article 227 of the Constitution stipulates that when a state organ or any other public entity contracts for goods or services, it shall do so in accordance with a system that is fair, equitable, transparent, competitive, and cost-effective. In April this year, the Attorney General warned state corporations against breaching the Constitution and bending tender rules in government-to-government deals. In a letter to the Public Procurement Oversight Authority boss, Professor Githu Muigai said the Public Procurement and Disposal Act was enacted to promote fair competition, transparency and accountability, as well as local participation in public procurements.
There is nothing like government to government in procurement rules. You have to follow the due procedure of tendering.
Tukisema leo mdhamini ni KPA, lolote litakalotokea watu watafuata KPA. Kwa hivyo lolote baya ambalo pengine laweza kutokea na tusiombe pengine itokee, ni kuwa KPA ikiwekwa under receivership, watakaopata tabu ni watu wetu ambao wanafanya kazi pale.
It is the most honorable thing he needs to do is to push forward the groundbreaking so that these other issues are sorted out before that event takes place.
But even with the uproar over the tendering process for the standard gauge railway, President Uhuru Kenyatta appeared to signal that things were already moving fast in his meeting with the China Road and Bridges boss. Patrick Amimo, KTN.